Today, we're diving into a really powerful vision for Nepal's future. It's a detailed blueprint for reform that gets right to the heart of the country's biggest challenges. And it all starts with a diagnosis that is, well, it's pretty hard to ignore.
The analysis we're digging into today, it doesn't pull any punches. It kicks off with this incredibly stark assessment, basically saying the nation is caught in this vicious cycle. And this isn't just some abstract political problem. It's about a system that is fundamentally failing its people.
So, how do we get our heads around this crisis? We've got a clear roadmap. First up, we're going to diagnose the root of the problem. Then, we'll look at how it really affects day-to-day life. From there, we'll explore the detailed blueprint for reform, picture what a prosperous future could actually look like, and finally, we'll land on the most critical piece of the puzzle, your role, the voters' role in making any of this happen.
All right, so let's start at the very beginning, the source. The analysis argues that this whole crisis doesn't come from a bunch of different issues, but from one single, all-encompassing system.
The key term you really need to know is Bagbanda. It's this system of patronage where jobs, appointments, and decisions are all based on party loyalty, not on whether someone is actually qualified. You know the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And this isn't just a small flaw in the system. The analysis says it is the system.
And this visual, wow, it really drives home just how deep this goes. We're not talking about a few high-level government jobs. This political interference has seeped into every single corner of public life, from your kid's school and local hospital to government offices, the media, and even employee unions. It's absolutely everywhere. So when a system is broken at its very core, the effects are going to ripple outwards, right? Now let's look at the real, tangible consequences this patronage system has on the lives of everyday people.
So, what really happens when loyalty trumps merit across an entire country? I mean, what does that actually feel like for the people who have to live with it every single day?
Well, the consequences are severe. Public services get worse because the most qualified people aren't in charge. People start to lose trust in the state itself. Young people, seeing no future, leave the country in huge numbers, causing this massive brain drain. And all of this just creates a widespread feeling of despair, insecurity, and a culture where corruption doesn't just exist, it thrives.
Okay, so that's the diagnosis. And yeah, it's pretty bleak. But here's the good news. The analysis doesn't just stop at the problem. It offers a detailed and I think really hopeful plan for how to fix this broken system from the ground up. And this slide just lays out the proposed shift so clearly. The goal is to move from a system of loyalty to one of merit, from opaque backroom decisions to transparent public processes, from constant political interference to truly independent institutions. The crucial point here is that this is a call for a fundamental overhaul, not just a minor tweak. But how do you actually get there? This isn't just a wish list. The blueprint lays out clear, actionable steps. First, pass laws that explicitly ban political interference in public services. Simple. Second, empower independent bodies so they can do their jobs without fear or favor. Third, you've got to protect whistleblowers, the people who risk everything to expose corruption. And finally, create a truly independent body with real teeth to investigate and prosecute it. Now, fixing what's broken is just step one. The next part is all about building something better in its place. This section of the analysis shifts from repair to creation, laying out a new vision for a prosperous Nepal, one that's built on a solid foundation of good governance. So what does good governance actually mean in practice? It means total transparency, so you can see exactly how your money is being spent. It means digital governance, using technology to make services efficient and easy to use. Crucially, it means you, the citizen, get to participate in the process. And it demands clear ways to measure performance for public bodies and a rule of law that applies to everyone, no exceptions. Because a well-run country creates opportunities, and the blueprint identifies 3 key economic drivers to create jobs and maybe, finally, reverse that brain drain. The focus is on supporting small and medium businesses, really investing in the IT and digital economy, and modernizing the entire agriculture value chain, from the farm right to the market. And the blueprint makes an absolutely critical point here. Reforming education and healthcare isn't just about better services. It's about restoring fundamental human rights that have been worn down by political interference. It's about ensuring quality for everybody, not just for the people with the right connections.
And now we come to, honestly, the most important part of this entire equation, because laws and plans are completely meaningless without the political will to make them happen. And this is where the focus shifts directly to the citizen, to you, and the critical role you play in making this reform a reality.
The analysis frames the upcoming election on February 21st as way more than just another vote. It's presented as a decisive moment, a real fork in the road. The country can either keep going down the same old path or pivot towards this new vision of reform and prosperity. So, with so much at stake, how does a voter make a wise choice? Well, the blueprint gives us a practical tool, a checklist of questions every single citizen should be asking before they cast their ballot. Think of this as your guide. Before you vote, ask, does this candidate have a real plan to end political appointments? Will they publicly commit to being transparent in all government hiring and contracts? Is their economic plan actually focused on creating jobs here at home? Will they guarantee quality education and healthcare as a right? And maybe most importantly, do they have a concrete, believable plan to fight corruption?
Ultimately, this entire blueprint, it all hinges on one simple idea. You can write laws, you can make plans, but real, lasting change is driven by an informed and engaged citizenry that demands accountability. And so we end with this final question. It's really a challenge to think beyond traditional loyalties. The choice on Election Day isn't just about a person or a party. It's about deciding what kind of future you want for your country. It's a vote for the very system you want to live under. That is a powerful thought to take away.